Hey, what's going on guys? This is GameNut321 and welcome to another Five Nights at Freddy's video. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because I've kind of been slacking on Five Nights at Freddy's videos. I know I've been getting a lot of requests to do more videos. A lot of people have been sending me personal messages about looking up this website for information, and I haven't really been making any videos recently. Like I did a video about the teaser about Five Nights at Freddy's 3 on scottgames.com, but I haven't really made any videos other than that. So I'm going to do a video based off of Freddy, which is the main character of the whole game, Five Nights at Freddy's. I figured this would be a good video, so you guys can actually get to know Freddy Fazbear, get some facts. Maybe you guys don't know much about the guy, and I'm going to tell you guys some facts. I've been doing some research, and I have a lot of things I could actually say in this video, so here we go, guys. Okay, guys, so the first thing we're going to look at is this Freddy Fazbear poster that you see in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Now, to actually see Golden Freddy, you have to look at this poster a couple of times and then you'll see it transform. But if you actually stop and take a second to look at this picture, it looks kind of crazy because it looks that Freddy looks like he's tearing off his head for some reason, and you can see like his hand is on his jaw and looks like his other hand is on his head, and he looks like he's just ripping his head off. I don't know if that's just to creep people out or anything like that, or maybe that means something. I've been getting people saying that's probably just a kid being possessed and he's trying to free himself from the suit or something like that. I really don't know, because there's stuff about the little marionette puppet from Five Nights at Freddy's 2 possessed those dead kids and put him in the suit, and maybe he's holding him hostage, and maybe that's what he was trying to do. But I think this thing looks a lot scarier. I'd probably pee my pants if this thing came in my room, or something generic like this thing. I really don't know what it is, but it almost looks like Freddy. I gotta look into this guy. I really don't know. But it can't be as bad as Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, Chucky might be able to stuff you in the suit. If you ever go to freaking Chuck E. Cheese, don't work there. Oh yeah, and speaking of scary, Freddy actually jumps at you in two different ways in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, because one time I actually was at a friend's house and he wanted to play some Five Nights at Freddy's 1, and I noticed how my friend wasn't even looking at the camera, or he wasn't even he wasn't even bothering like looking in the camera and stuff, and he was just like checking the lights, trying to cheat that way. And then I saw Freddy come out the side of the screen and I'm like, holy crap, he can come out the side of the screen, and I really didn't know that. But yeah, Freddy can actually come out the side of the screen, and he can also just jump at you when you put the camera down, which is absolutely insane. I really didn't know that, but this is just some stuff I'm telling you guys about Freddy that you probably didn't even know. And just to add on to that, I was searching up on Google and I saw this actual image of Freddy Fazbear being compared with two images of his face, and it looks like someone discovered a handprint on his head. I really don't know why a handprint is there. Like I said before, with the poster of maybe Freddy trying to tear his head open, maybe he put his hand there, or maybe, I don't know, the animatronic or something like that, or maybe Freddy actually killed a security guard, and maybe the security guard like tried to push him away. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, there's just a hand on his forehead. I really don't know what that's all about, but I just found this picture, thought I'd put it on here. The next thing I'm going to go over is something that a lot of people have been bugging me about Freddy Fazbear being a girl. I didn't actually believe it at first, but actually, when I looked up some information, I noticed a couple things. In Five Nights at Freddy's 1, there's a part where Freddy is actually being really sneaky, and you can't actually tell where he's at. But if you look at this specific camera, and you look in the girls' bathroom, you do see two little dots, and that's pretty much Golden Freddy. Not Golden Freddy, what am I saying? I don't even know. That's pretty much Freddy right there. And also, in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, when you look in the main hall, I think, if I know what it is, I can't remember. Freddy, actually the old Freddy, or the withered Freddy, is actually standing right next to the girl's bathroom. So it's a possibility that Freddy could be possessed by a girl. I'm not really sure 100%, but it is a possibility. But those are the only two things I can really think of as Freddy being a girl, because a lot of people are saying, oh, Freddy's a girl, but a lot of people are saying Freddy's a guy. But why would they give Freddy a guy name? I really don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure a girl can be possessed in a guy animatronic, but it doesn't really matter. I just wanted to bring that up. Also, I forgot to mention that there's two other versions of Freddy. They could be hallucinations like I actually mentioned before, but there is Golden Freddy and there is Shadow Freddy located in the parts and service room. Now, both of these characters actually make your game crash if you stare at them for too long, so keep that in mind. But yeah, that's a mystery right there. Alright guys, so the last thing I want to get to you guys about is something about the teaser on scottgames.com. A lot of people are saying this is original Freddy. A lot of people are saying this is probably the killer. A lot of people are probably saying this is probably the Golden Freddy. Now, there's a lot of theories going around about this thing. I'm actually going to share with you guys my theory. This is really a fact or a thing or something true. It's just coming from me. I personally think it might be the killer, because the thing is, it says I'm still here, and at the very beginning of when all this stuff happened, it has to do with the killer. And a lot of people think that when you see Golden Freddy, there is no endoskeleton inside the suit. It's just slumped over and there's nothing in it. But in some images, when he's in your room, you do see 2 tiny little white dots in his eye. And if you have seen any of the retro gameplays of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, when you see the purple man, you do see 2 little white dots in his head. So that's probably like maybe his soul stuck inside the Golden Freddy suit, because maybe in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, which took place in the latest in the timeline, maybe when he died, his soul was left in either the Chica suit or maybe in the Golden Freddy suit, and maybe that's why you keep on seeing Golden Freddy. A lot of people were saying that when you see Golden Freddy, it's just a hallucination from you. I really don't know, guys, if I'm confusing you, but I'm just saying like a bunch of random stuff about Golden Freddy. But in this image right here, it does say, I'm still here. Now, when I actually did a video about the teaser, I did not see anything about I'm still here, because a lot of people said there's a message that says I'm still here, and I didn't see it, but this is what the image that I've seen on YouTube and Google and stuff. It says I'm still here, and I'm starting to think that this is the original Freddy, and it could be Golden Freddy, because Golden Freddy was, I heard people say that Golden Freddy was the first actual Freddy, but then they changed it to the brown one because the gold one wasn't any use or anything like that, and they tossed it in the garbage. And maybe the purple man or the killer actually used that golden suit as a disguise to, you know, like pretend he's the real Freddy, but he's not the real Freddy. And then when he lures the kids away, he kills them, and then that's when the whole Five Nights at Freddy's thing starts. And then it says I'm still here, so maybe in the next Five Nights at Freddy's 3 game, you're gonna have to deal with the killer probably. It might even take place in the future, and it might not even be a prequel. It's probably going to be a sequel, and it might only be just one guy you have to deal with. So it's going to be you versus him. You might have to escape from, I don't know, the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza or Freddy's Fast Diner. I really don't know. I forgot the name of it. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm not very specific, but I'll get better on these next videos. Let me know what you guys think about the teaser, Golden Freddy. What do you think the next game is going to be? Do you think it's going to be a prequel or a sequel? Do you think Golden Freddy is the killer? Do you think you're going to have to deal with just Golden Freddy, or do you think there's going to be more animatronics in the next game? I really don't know about that, guys. Just let me know in the comments down below. Remember, be nice. It's just my theory. I really hope you liked the video. If you have any suggestions on what I should do, like if you want me to do like random videos about, I don't know, Chica, or I don't know. If you really guys like Foxy, I don't know if you guys like Foxy, I can do videos about Foxy, look up some information, do a video on that. I don't know, just anything Five Nights at Freddy's related, because a lot of people want me to do Five Nights at Freddy's, and I keep like not doing them, but I just keep getting requests, and that's just how it is. If you want to subscribe to my channel, feel free. I do funny videos in Call of Duty, and I'm actually starting to do Gary's Mod and other videos as well. I got myself a tripod for my new camcorder. I'll be doing face cams. I'm going to be doing similar videos to PewDiePie and Markiplier, you know, playing random games with my face cam, playing some Trouble in Terrorist Town, Gary's Mod, all that other stuff. So feel free. You'll see a lot of Gary's Mod videos. You'll see a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's videos. So yeah, feel free to subscribe if you're new here. And I don't know what else to say. So hope you liked the video, and peace out.